how are you going to watch
listeners
the stream?
as they listen to you
Oh, I see.
play
Let's
Overwatch
listen to me play. Oh, there's a monkey.
like that.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
So they can realize,
They can see what they're missing.
what we
They
go
need to
through.
come to that after show because I plan on playing some Overwatch after.
They have to
Oh,
endure.
really?
I didn't know about that. I'm like looking at all the news on my phone because I can't look at it on my computer. Like I said, I've been out of the loop.
It's all in the show notes, all the important stuff.
I know. Oh, like you actually typed it all in there?
It's all the news stuff. I mean,
Well, I know, but I was like looking it up so I could know a little bit more. I mean, not that you wrote it perfectly. Good job, dude. But I wanted to like know what I was talking about or what you were talking about.
That's so nice, but crazy. Oh, that's fun.
not sure.
Switch is updated.
Yep. Not sure what a deagle is.
Beagle. Is it like a
We
beagle?
got music tonight.
It's a Doberman beagle. That's what it is.
Dude, 110. That's awesome.
110 what?
You're on the internet, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting Twitch ready.
Yeah.
Had
Well,
it.
you're like.
There we go. I
He's
popped
playing
it out.
Bastion.
I popped it
That's
out.
what
I popped it out. I actually don't. I don't even know that I have Overwatch on my machine anymore.
What? You're Espo, what?
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I can't play it.
Why not?
All you do is set up in the corner and play Bastion, so it's really easy.
It says install on my machine now instead of update.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I just haven't had the time or the want.
Hey.
I
We're
can't
waiting.
even play my favorite game, let alone a game that I only like when I play with you guys.
We're waiting on Squishy to finish her Overwatch match.
Yes, I'm almost done here.
I wondered why she was screaming and yelling.
I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, die! No, don't you dare. Oh, come on. I can aim just right. Where are they all? It's kind of concerning. Disconcerting. Yeah, there we go. Nailed it.
Shh. Yeesh.
Oh, run. Oh, crap.
Oh, I listen to the payload. I listen to it every week.
Got him.
And Overwatchers.
And hit the May.
And next week we're doing a Overwatch episode because Espo's going to be out of town. So next week is Loot Box.
Oh, crumb. No! No!
This is so humorous.
Oh, no! We almost had it! And someone came up behind me and shot me. And then the Reinhardt hammered down. I escaped from May, who was trying to shoot me off the edge.
Oh man, I saw an awesome May strategy, I guess you would say,
Mhm.
on Hanamura.
Mhm.
You get your entire team to stand in a line right under the. You're at the front first. Yeah, you're not listening.
Ah, shit, you're at the front first.
The first gate, and there's that opening at the top,
Mhm.
and you have everybody stand in a line, and then you use May's wall in in a line,
Oh,
And
and they all file
and they're
out?
all on it, and they all can run straight across into that, straight over to the point.
Wait,
I'd have to show you.
I think I get what you're saying.
It's cool. Yeah,
Okay.
Raj is awesome. She's a Pro Mercy player. She's been number 5 in the world. and when she was on the show when she guested.
Yes.
And the only thing I'd say about her is that she giggles way too much.
Oh.
Poor girl. It's like constant. I think it's calming down though. The more she's on the show, she's not giggling quite as much, which is a good thing. I think she's less. It's her nervous laugh, but she's really, really good. And she two-mans all the time.
Goals.
She two-mans with a Reinhardt.
That's the way to do it.
And apparently she has a Smurf account too. And she's been playing that this last week. But that gives her a chance to really work through some strategies and things and the new maps and all that stuff without affecting her ranking and all.
Okay, I should probably pull up Twitch chat now. Won my game. We're good.
Was that competitive?
No. That was just a fun one. It was fun. Crazy, but it was fun.
Casper's ordering pizza.
Dude, I want some. Oh, there's a commercial. I can't mute it. What's with that? Let me switch my lighting.
All right, I apologize, guys.
Large Supreme.
Dude,
I was going to hold this up for you. Large Supreme pizza.
we actually, that's funny that you say that because actually I had a buffalo chicken pizza. I had half of a buffalo chicken pizza right before this. I severely apologize, guys. We are now 3 minutes late because of me. I am sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
actually, that pro perspective, we're on a different conversation with See Me No More. John Horseman, Kick Tripod, has been professional player at one point. Well, not professional. He played competitively in Call of Duty, I think it was, and quite a few other games.
Dude, this is family friendly. We don't talk like that.
No Calls of Duty. And
we don't talk about duty.
I think it's Kevin has played competitively in StarCraft. So those guys actually have some skills over there. Those guys they're all, and the other guy.
I think it was Halo. I think one of them was.
It was Halo. You're right. Yeah, Kick Tripod. Well, he's played several, quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, I think Jimmy. It's not Jimmy. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he's casting right now for Heroes of the Storm. No. He's casting for StarCraft. The other guy was Heroes of the Storm. So pretty cool guys.
All right. So again, I apologize. I think I'm ready now. No one's going to be calling me to fix any bicycles. So
I am so hungry. I probably should.
we got a new guy at work, and I've been training him, but unfortunately, they don't let me train him long enough.
Okay. We ready to start then? Are you done, Squishy?
Yeah,
Are you done for now?
I am. I'm really hungry. So I'm gonna have to grab food. I'll be right back. I'm gonna smuggle some food into the show.
Ah, jeez.
Free hero.
I got a free hero sandwich. All right, so I think I'm all caught up on the news. I need to play some Hearthstone. I'm really feeling it. I was at a stoplight and it was like really long, and I was in traffic, and I thought I could get a game in, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Failure!
I've missed it, brother.
I bet you have.
Hey, Failure, what's up? Joe Brewer, See Me No More. Hey, guys.
Yeah, I will log into... I actually logged in the Heroes the other day and played a match for fun, and actually played as Tracer for a little bit, just to play with Tracer to see how that went. I like Heroes, just not enough to play regularly. I think what I did is I found just found out a couple of weeks ago that they actually have a competitive mode, and they've had one for a while. It's like, oh, really?
Well, my thing is, I like all the other Blizzard games, but I only like them when I'm playing with friends.
Yeah.
Like Hearthstone, I can solo. I'm fine soloing that because there's the ladder grind, there's the fun stuff you can try to do, there's the adventures. But with everything else, like I wanna be with friends because I want them. I don't know. It's weird. Like I can't play Heroes by myself. I definitely can't play Overwatch by myself because
Yeah.
it's bad.
I
Like,
can.
Oh god, I can't handle it. Like it makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Yeah, I'll stop there. She's back.
I found chicken. I found leftover chicken in the fridge.
At least I have chicken.
These I have chicken.
I did that on Overwatch today. I ran into an area. And I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. And I ran in there and died. And I was like, Leroy! Nobody did shit.
You got to do the Leroy at least once.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay, are you sufficiently ready to start?
Yes. I have
Okay.
chicken.
I'm hitting record.
I mean, the name of the podcast is...
No music, but next week I might actually have it back. I'll be switching to my old machine next week and gonna try and see if I can get that worked out. Okay, here it goes. Welcome to Legend of the Innkeeper. I'm Fastidious.
And I'm Squish Dragon.
And I am Espo.
And we are back. And this week, it's going to be kind of interesting to see how things all shake out because there's no new wings, there's no new content, there's just lots to deal with news-wise. Actually, to be honest, there's been a major bit of stuff coming on in the recent news that we're going to talk about. But before we do that, let's chat a little bit about our Hearthstone week. Squishy, how about you? No, I'm kidding. She's eating.
You're trying to do that to me on purpose. Every
Yes,
time
I
I
am.
take a bite, you start talking to me,
Yeah, of course.
shaming me for having
I
chicken.
I got your back, Squishy. I got this. All right. So my week in Hearthstone can be wrapped up with one word: sad.
Aww.
Yeah, you have good reason to be sad.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have heard me before. I'm in the process of building a house. We got 2 jobs going on. This is we're halfway through our 3rd week of school, and I'm kind of taking over a couple different leadership roles at school. So I'm in charge of my portion of the county's art teachers. So I gather us all up, and I am, I guess, leading the meetings. So I have to do a lot of paperwork and get all that stuff figured out in meetings, times, everybody emails, which I'm horrible at. I'm very bad at paperwork. You can ask Fastidious. When it comes to time to do the show notes, I'm like, dude, can I do like text to
If you have
speech to
time,
text?
if you have time, you do an amazing job.
Thank you.
But you don't have time right now.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Fastidious is the man when it comes to show notes. When
He
he has
doesn't have
time,
to type
the show
anything.
notes. When he has time, the show notes are like a small novel, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's phenomenal. But yeah. So I've been super busy with that, and then I'm doing some classes with other teachers about art and involving some students in some clubs, and really kind of overextending what I should be doing at the school. But I love it. So and I've taken on some young boys to kind of mentor them a little bit, and actually trying to start a high school mountain bike team.
Cool.
So, like, I don't have enough to do.
Wow. Well, you also had a major bike ride last weekend.
Yeah, that's
That was
right.
awesome.
So
Would you
during-
have 300 kids?
Yeah, so during the week last week, I was getting amped up for that and sending Facebook messages out, trying to remind people about that. Saturday morning, my wife and I loaded up the truck with refreshments and bicycles and headed an hour and a half down the road to a school I used to teach at, where I started this friends and family bicycle ride. When we first started it, it was called the our elementary school's name, and then the family bike ride, because it was only that school's family. Then the next year it just, we were in the newspaper, and then the next year it like exploded. And one of my students has cerebral palsy, and I actually got to ride with him and get him on the bicycle. One side of his body doesn't work correctly, so I had to help him and his parents put him on the bike and get him used to riding. And I rode with him the whole time, and it was a 3 mile loop. And again, the paper came down, and they went crazy about that. So every year, like, between the newspaper and between word of mouth, like, it just keeps on growing and growing and growing. And then we had to say, okay, we're going to call it the Friends and Family, because these are now friends. There's no,
Right.
it's extended family. So
Wow.
extended family bike ride and friends. So it's just incredible. I mean, it was just insane. And a few of my racing buddies came out, and riding buddies came out, and they brought their families, and they got to witness kind of the joy that they can bring to the kids. My one buddy actually wrote a really nice Facebook post about it. And he basically, the kid was having a tough time. It was like halfway through the ride, and his dad and mom were way up the road with his little sister, and he had just learned how to ride his bike the day before, and he was just down in the dumps. He was feeling like everybody, I mean, there was tons of people behind him, but he just felt like he wasn't,
It's
where he
being left
wanted.
behind.
Yeah. So one of my buddies, was riding with the group, and he caught up to him and pulled him over and said, "Hey man, I noticed, your seat it needs adjusted. I think you'll get a lot more speed out of your bike, and you'll be a lot more comfortable." Which, his seat was fine. But,
It's mindset.
when a guy that's in full racing regalia, comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, let me put this wrench under your seat. It's going to make you feel better, make you more comfortable, make you more, ride better." You get, it's like Red Bull. It gives you wings. So, Mike went ahead and rode with this young man, and it was like within like a couple seconds, he was like on his way to glory. And by the end of the ride, he had surpassed his mom and dad and his little sister, and he was on his way to, catching us at the front end. And he was just elated. And Mike said it was all worth it, with a smile on his face. And all the kids were, you saw smiles all day long. It was just
So
awesome. It was so great. So getting all those kids out, and if you're kindergarten through second grade, those ages, they have to ride with a family member. And third grade through fifth grade, their parents have to be there at the start and finish, but they don't have to go out on the ride. So we were out there with the kids just riding, and it was just incredible. So yeah, I guess that was a little thing I did too.
Little thing. Jeez.
But that's like my baby. Like that's what I live for, that kind of stuff.
So awesome.
So you guys know how passionate I am about the younger generation, obviously being a teacher, and you know how passionate I am about newbies and people that are just getting into what I enjoy. Like Hearthstone. I just love it when I see a new person come into like a card shop or message me and say, "Hey, I heard the podcast. I want to get into Hearthstone. What, do you have any advice?" And I remember first talking to Nightfall, one of our patrons and listeners, when we first started the podcast. He had actually messaged me. I said, "Dude, you know what? Let's just get on Skype, because I need to talk to you." So it was just that passion. I have that, and I want to help people. I want to get them into the game. I want to get them, playing, and tell them, "Hey, listen, you get bored on ladder. Here's what you can do to make the game better. Blizzard has done a great job of putting these things in there, and you could do all these cool things." And just kind of prodding them like my friend Mike prodded that young man. And he just put a little wrench under his seat, and he was joyous for the, in fact, he's probably still bragging about it to his friends. It's awesome. So I like lighting a fire underneath new players, and I kind of, try to do that with Hearthstone, So I have not played this past week at all. I think I may have logged in and saw that I had 3 quests, and I looked at the clock and I was like, I gotta go to work. So it's tough. I had a little tear in my eye. I was like, I want to play, but I know I can't.
Didn't you say earlier that you were at a traffic light and really wanted to start a game?
So traffic was abnormally bad the other day. It was either yesterday, it was Monday. Was yesterday Monday? Yeah, I can't even remember. So I came to a traffic light, and I had been working after school with a club, and trying to get some paperwork down. And I was like, oh man, it's 4:30. I gotta get going home. I gotta work on the farm. So I ran into traffic. Normally I leave about 3, but yesterday it was, yeah. So I ran into traffic. Well, I got my phone out in traffic and I'm sitting there at the light, and it was at least 3 minutes, and at a traffic light in traffic, where I'm from, 3 minutes is like an eternity. Okay, because there's normally not traffic where I live. Unless it's a tractor or an overturned truck of cows. So, so I actually get out my phone and boot up Hearthstone, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it because I bet I sat there for another 5 minutes, and I thought, man, even if I play Face Hunter, I probably can't get a match. So it was disheartening, but I did manage to
Disheartening.
Yeah, disheartening. Yeah. So I did manage to get a hold of Rez, and we got online last night. And Rez has been playing the World of Warcraft, and I played a little bit with Fastidious and Rez one night. We started some Demon Hunters, and I just needed an hour just to hang out with my boy. So I texted Rez, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, questing. Of course he's questing. Grinding it out, right? So for those of you that don't know, Rez used to be really big into raiding, and in Cataclysm, and he kind of took some time off, and now I think he's got the bug again, and he wants to get back into raiding. And so I went ahead and I got a hold of him, and I was like, Rez, I want to play Hearthstone really bad, but I need somebody. And he's like, well, I'm questing. I said, all right, I'll tell you what, let's do Demon Hunters. Let's just go in. So we ran around as Demon Hunters for like an hour and a half. And, of course, I got tired. And I'm like, dude, I got to wake up at 4 a.m. I got to go. But we had a lot of fun. Of course, the whole time I'm like, man, I could be playing Hearthstone right now. But, I got with Rez and took out some demons. And it was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. So, of course, I didn't play it without my Hearthstone board. In the game now, you have a Hearthstone game board you can throw down.
Mm-hmm.
So every chance I had, I was throwing down my game board. So, and flipping the table, you can flip it too. So had a lot of fun with that, and just missed the Hearthstone this past week. Missed it a lot.
Well, gee, what I can say is that I did play a little Hearthstone. I got the Brawl last week, played once and won it, and it was kind of cool. It's a repeat. We'll talk about that in a minute. I did lots of WoW. I did lots of Overwatch, and there's been lots of stuff going on gaming wise, and lots of WoW. That's mostly where I've spent my time, and it's been playing with my shaman Cataclysm, and yeah.
And I have my Tauren, who's named Camouflage.
Oh yes, of course.
I had somebody come up behind me when I was questing last night, and he's like, sent me a direct message. He goes, dude, the name is hilarious. I was like, yeah, can you guess when I created him? He goes, no.
Wait, what was your name again?
Cataclysm.
But that's the name of the expansion.
It was before I named it right before that happened.
Wait, you knew the name of the expansion when you named your cow.
Yeah, it was.
So it wasn't as original as Camouflage.
True.
Oh, I agree. Camouflage is that's a name right there. That is
Shout out to Ariana for her easily swayed.
So I did that and had a good time playing around and goofing off, and prepared for the show and watching news, listening to podcasts, doing all kinds of good stuff. So it's been a busy week. Lots.
I appreciate you, man. I definitely do.
Now, Squishy, what about you?
So I played some Hearthstone this week, and I decided to try the class challenges, of which there are 2 available to me at the moment. One was, what was it? There was Shaman and Priest versus the Mirror and the Dishes.
The Mirror and the Dishes.
Golem. Or whatever it's called.
Silverware Golem.
Yeah.
And the Mirror.
What class?
I don't remember which one which went with which, but it was Shaman and Priest. Neither of which I play very much. So I decided to try the Shaman first. And he was against the mirror. That's what it was.
Okay.
It was horrible. It was awful.
Oh,
I was slaughtered. I was like, this is so not fun. I was so frustrated. I was like, forget this. We'll try the Priest. Tried the Priest. I rage quit. It was even worse than the Shaman.
Wow.
It was so
Ouch.
bad. I don't
I'm
know
sorry.
if it's just my deck. I had a bad hand, or if I don't know how to play the character, which is the class, which is highly possible. It was just so frustrating. I was like, flip the Hearthstone board. But yeah,
oh no.
I did last night. But
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, right?
yeah, it was. I was going into it like, oh, this will be good. This will be fun. We'll do this. My problem was like all the cards were so low, number wise. You know, they're giving me 1/1s and stuff, and I'm like, I'm against all these plates with taunt, and of course I finally cleared the board, and it was like, okay, I can do this, and he puts down a card that gives him 5 more plates. I'm like, are you kidding me? You need to
Yep.
just take that plate and smash it over his head.
Wow.
Bend
Fun.
his spoons and blunt his knives. Bend the forks. Bend the forks. I think.
Yeah,
I
There
of
you
course,
go.
yeah.
Not bend the-
Yeah, you got it.
Well, okay then. Well, I guess we will move on from there then. Okay, well, this week, I do want to say we do have something special that's finally here. It's arrived. It's finished. It's complete. Squishy Dragon has finished the BlizzCon poster that she created for us, helping us raise funds to get us covered at BlizzCon, because we did a fundraiser earlier in the year to help raise funds for that. It's still kind of expensive to do this whole trip, and we just appreciate any support you can have. And so a way to show that is we have this awesome poster that she's created showing a variety of characters from the game. In the characters there is
From Blizzard.
Blizzard in general. So what characters are there?
There is Li Ming from Diablo. There's Roadhog from Overwatch. Chromie from Heroes of the Storm / World of Warcraft. And Lunara from World of Warcraft and also Heroes. Actually, all these characters except Roadhog are from Heroes of the Storm. But, because that's where Blizzard pulls all their characters from, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, Heroes of the Storm is like where you go to find everyone in the Warcraft universe.
Yeah.
Or the Blizzard universe. Blizzard
The
universe.
Blizzard universe.
Yeah,
And also
because I want
up
to say...
in the top corner, you got a little avatar hat, so.
Because everything's represented, right, in Heroes? Like you have
Pretty much,
StarCraft,
yep.
Mhm.
you have Diablo, you have...
Well, you don't have Hearthstone
Warcraft.
represented because Hearthstone
Well,
is...
Hearthstone
Heroes
is
of
Warcraft.
Warcraft.
Heroes of Warcraft.
Yes.
That's why I didn't put a Hearthstone character on the poster. I mean, I probably should have done one, because then it'd be crossover between World of Warcraft and Hearthstone, but I didn't think of that until it was too late, so
Well, you could do one next year.
I should hide a little Hearthstone in the background.
So yes, it's available. If you are interested in purchasing this, it's $25, and it's at legendoftheinnkeeper.com/shop, SHOP. And there's 2 versions of it, one with our logo, one without. We didn't know for sure which way we wanted to go, and said, why not just throw both out there and you have the option to choose. And these are basically roughly 2 by 3 feet, roughly posters, and we'll ship them pretty much anywhere. We want to try and support anybody who's out there, and if you're interested in your international, we're still figuring out how that works, but go for it. We'll get it to you somehow, one way or the other.
Idea.
So we're excited about that.
We'll try to fix it.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing. Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Dun, da, da, da.
I don't know what he's doing.
The big reveal.
Oh,
There it
there it
is.
is.
So it's
All
not
right,
2
so-
foot by 3, but it's yeah, the sizes are on the website, so you'll see
It's
it there.
14 by 11 inches,
Yeah, 14 by 11. So
roughly.
really cool. It's amazing in person. You see the pictures on the website. I cannot tell you, it doesn't do justice to the real thing. So,
Yeah.
and
Really
she
cool.
drew it all by hand, pencil, colored pencil,
Colored pencil, Copic marker.
except for the logo. That's Photoshop, but
that
the rest of it
was
is all
Fastidious's contribution
yeah. So
with the LTI logo. So.
So it's amazing. I'm going to definitely put one up at my
I should have
office.
put May in there so that it's amazing.
Uh,
Mm.
okay.
No, WoW's
Anyways,
covered.
Other news. Okay. Came out yesterday. Chris Metzen. We all know who he is, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is the Senior VP of Story and Franchise Development at Blizzard Entertainment, and he's also the co-creator of Diablo, Warcraft, and StarCraft. And he's the big face that's been on stage for years talking, hyping up everything that goes on. He is retiring.
What?
Yes, he's retiring at the wonderful age of 42.
Wow.
Isn't that sad?
So he's our age and he's retiring.
he's younger and retiring. That's sad. But here's my prediction. He will be back in 5 years. Within 5 years, I bet he'll have started a new company and developing games again.
Interesting.
Oh, this is your
Prediction.
Yes.
Prediction.
Okay.
Yeah. I predict he'll be back.
He's gonna come up with a new company?
Yep, totally new company, launch a new development company, create a new game, and
Okay,
bring
for
over.
those of you who are listening, this is Vestidius' guess. This is not
Yes.
actually happening.
Well,
he's not
But if
leaving
he,
to start a new company.
if he starts a new company, won't it be competing then with Blizzard?
No, he'll do something a little different. And the reason I say that is because currently Blizzard is it's mostly owned by Activision. They bought the rights to the company, and they are in charge of the company at this point. And so he's kind of no longer really running the show. And he's done a lot. I think his big bucket list, last thing to check off on that bucket list was going to be getting Warcraft on the silver screen. And, they did do that. They were able to get it on the screen, meaning that it was in the movie theaters. And I think he's achieved everything he wanted to do with this brand. So he's going to probably retire, go off and enjoy family and life and gobs of money probably for a little while. And then he's going to get the itch. He's going to find himself bored sitting around playing World of Warcraft and say, I need to create something again. And he's going to call the buddies up who want to who've left Blizzard at some point in the past and say, hey, let's do something. So that's just my guess. I've seen over and over again, you see these creators, people who are incredibly talented and have great vision and have great skill sets go off and retire. And who knows, a couple years later, they're back again doing something else because they couldn't stand the not doing something. So I bet that's going to happen.
At least he got his goal of getting Warcraft on the silver screen.
Yes.
He did.
And now apparently it's going to be on the plasma screen.
Yeah, well, just 1 second on there. They did
No, I had a perfect segue
You did,
for you.
but I'm not done yet.
Ah.
So he started the company and it was with them for 23 years, seeing it go from a small startup to this huge, massive mega power in video games. And he announced his retirement on Monday internally to employees. And they didn't say for sure when he's actually retiring. They just said he's going to be retiring or when his last day is going to be. My guess is that he's going to be involved probably till BlizzCon. And then after the end of after Christmas or the end of the year, he's going to move on at that point and start fresh at the beginning of the year. That would be what I would do.
So we're throwing a retirement party for Chris Metzen at BlizzCon.
Absolutely.
And we'll
Who's
put it on
coming?
the plasma screen. Speaking of plasma screen.
Oh, you're right. Speaking of the Warcraft movie,
Oh, such a fail.
it's coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. And guess what? Can you believe that Blizzard has figured out a way to include digital content in with the DVD or Blu-ray player? Gee, I've never seen them do this before. So yes, if you purchase the DVD or Blu-ray for the Warcraft movie, you get codes in it that you can redeem for a Medivh hero in Hearthstone, if you didn't already get it for $10 like I did.
Sweet.
You can also get the Gul'dan hero for Heroes of the Storm,
Okay.
and a digital copy of World of Warcraft with 30 days of game time included in the box.
Are we each buying a copy of the movie, or
No.
we'll just get like 3 copies each?
What?
You get because if you want all this stuff, instead of buying one DVD per household, you're gonna have to get one per person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I get you.
You have to fight over the code.
There you go. Well, I
Well,
mean,
you can
I'll
have
chill for this.
you can have Medivh, and I'll take Gul'dan because I don't
Uh,
already have Medivh. You're like,
squish.
I don't have Gul'dan.
so yeah.
Debatable. We'll see who gets there first.
I
We'll
So-
put all the codes in a hat and mix them up, and
Well, it's a good movie, a very good movie. We definitely enjoyed it at the theater. It was one of those. I was talking to a coworker yesterday about this because of the announcement of that being available at the end of this. It's end of September, I think, is when it's coming out. And this movie was designed for, I think, for players. And it was, if you don't know the World of Warcraft themes, if you're not in Warcraft to understand the whole idea, the movie kind of might not be for you necessarily, but man, for a fan film, it's chock full of characters
I
and
didn't know
places.
that much lore. I don't know much about the backstory and everything, and I still thought it was a good movie. So
Yeah.
you don't have to be an expert and know everything about it to know that it was still a good movie. It does help to have played some World of Warcraft. Just saying, so you know what orcs are, and that some of them are green and some of them are brown.
and why they are green and brown.
Yes.
That also
So,
helps.
It's because they
But-
rolled in the dirt, right?
So what you do is you buy the movie, and you buy the DVD, start your 30-day trial before you watch the movie. And then you play an orc as a shaman, and that should cover it all, I think. And once your 30 days are up, go watch the movie. Because you'll be saying, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life now. I can't play World of Warcraft, so you can go watch it. Watch it.
Hey, it's a plan. That works. So yeah, check it out. It's out towards the end of this month, and get your free goodies as well. Well, I say
agree.
free, but you're paying for them eventually, one way or the other. So, also, Blizzard did a little strange announcement this week. They announced they have a new welcome bundle to Hearthstone. This is crazy. This is pretty cool, and I'm suspicious about this.
I'm sorry?
I am suspicious
Is
about
it too good to be true? Is that what you're saying?
No, there's something here. I'll tell you about it in a second. So this welcome bundle is $4.99. It's 10 classic Hearthstone packs and one random class legendary, non-golden, from the classic set. So you're guaranteed a legendary with this bundle. Now, if you were going to purchase a regular, 10 packs, normally, how much is that, Espo?
10 packs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you're looking at purchase, so if you bought 10 packs, it would be, because they don't sell 10 packs, so
It's
you'd have to
11.
buy,
isn't it?
no, you got 1 pack for 100 gold, 2 packs for $2.99, you have 7 packs for $9.99, and then 15 packs for $19.99, 40 is $40.99, and 60 is $69.99.
So the
He
closest
must have these pulled
equivalent.
up in front of him, or else he's got an amazing memory.
So to get 10, you'd have to buy 5 2-packs, or it's just
Well, just even the
not.
7, you buy 7 packs for $10. That's double the price of
Yes.
this.
yes.
And so you get 3 more packs and a guaranteed legendary from the
Yeah.
classic set. So I mean, this is an incredible deal.
Hmm.
If you're all thinking about getting packs,
It's not a welcome
This is the
bundle.
time to do
it's
it.
a
well,
must.
at the
buy
very
bundle.
least, now my math could be off. I'm an art teacher. At the very least, you get 800 dust because you're getting 40 dust per pack.
mhm,
Okay,
minimum.
and then so for 5 packs, that's
200.
200, right? So okay, 600 dust. So no,
Oh, if
Around
you dust the
600?
legendary.
yeah, you're
Okay,
dusting
you're
legendary.
dusting the legendary. Okay.
Yeah. So you're getting 600. At the very least, you're getting 600 dust. At the very most, you're getting not Ragnaros. Who's Archmage Antonitis. You're getting Uncle Tony. You're getting a bunch of epics, rares. I mean, come on. There's so many. And the cool thing about classic packs is they're going to stick around for a while until you figure it out. So I'm excited about this. In fact, I tried to buy it already, but unfortunately, it's not. It'll come in the next patch.
No, it didn't come in the patch. It's going to come in the next one, probably.
Okay, so not the next patch, but the following.
Yeah, it didn't come out today.
So the next patch.
Right. Maybe, or some other time, who knows.
Okay, so in the future, this will happen.
There's a thread on when it's coming out, and essentially the answer to that is soon. TM.
Interesting. All right. So I'm super excited about that. You guys know, obviously, how much I love new players and how much I love getting cheap Hearthstone packs.
And there are several legendaries I do not have from the classics that I do want.
Yeah.
And so this is a way to get Edwin Cleef.
Razkal asks in chat, he says, can anyone buy it or just new players? Anyone can buy it. Anyone.
Yep.
Anyone. So even veterans like Vestidius can buy this. So even if you've been in since Alpha, you can buy it. So anyone.
So do you want to know? Do you want to know why I
Dash.
think it's suspicious?
Yes, I want to know.
I am suspicious that Blizzard is starting to see a decline in Hearthstone.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm suspicious that Blizzard is not seeing as much income since the release of the adventure.
So, Semina, I don't mean to interrupt, but Semina Moore and Joe Brewer bring up another good point, and maybe you did mention this, but you can only do it once per account.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if you read the whole article, it actually says that in the article. I just forgot about it. But
I didn't see that. Wow. Because I was going to buy at least 2.
Yeah, and Dazzledorn brings up a good point. I mean, the only thing we can do is just blame Pokemon.
I blame Overwatch. I think it took off more than they intended it to, and is killing the Hearthstone.
Overwatch? No.
Mm-hmm. Well, my suspicion is that I think Blizzard is seeing a decline, and that they wanted to find a way to kind of get a little boost of income here. And what a better way than to throw out something that almost guaranteed every single player actively playing the game is going to jump all over and spend money on. If that's 40 million people, which they claim, or actually it's 50 million, was the last number I heard. Let's just say for grins, it's half 50. It's 25 million people times $5. That is $500 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's a huge influx. So, I mean, I don't blame them for doing it. I think it's a great way to get people to buy packs.
This just in, guys. This just in. Pokemon Go, it's gone.
It's not gone.
That's the dude just said in Twitch chat.
He
Pokemon Go's dead.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like
so anyway,
the cake is alive. It's not dead. It's just slowed down.
Here's the thing. It's more and more I'm seeing a feeling. I just had this feeling in the conversations. I read Reddit a lot with Hearthstone. I dig through all the different sites with like Hearthbone, and Hearthhead, and there seems to be a general feel, at least from what I'm reading, that people are being pulled away from the game, and it's because of WoW Legion. It's because of Overwatch. It's because of these other things that are coming out that are actually Blizzard related that are pulling them away. And I'm just wondering if we're going through a cycle right now where now this adventure's no longer in front of people. They have the cards to play with, but Legion hit, and people are just absolutely enthralled with that right now. And Overwatch is having some good actions going on. So, yeah, it's shifting over to other properties. And I wonder if they're trying to bring people back saying, hey, look, remember us? You want some more cards? Here's some free cards. Not free cards. Here's a great deal. So there's also...
I would love some sort of Hearthstone skins for Overwatch. I want more Hearthstone in Overwatch. Like, I know they're not technically the same universe kind of thing, but I want some more Hearthstone in Overwatch.
That's cool.
Continue.
I would like it where, I'll tell you what I would like. I would like to actually be able to play like a Hearthstone simulation in Overwatch because I am really bad at the game and I get bored with the game very quickly. And I would like it if I could just maybe sit back and play a game of Hearthstone like during the match. I think that would be great.
But it's in like a different view, so you're looking down on the board, and
Yeah. Like it's like
and all the other teammates can sit in the stands and hold up little scorecards.
right, and then throw confetti.
I've
But
lost
like-
control.
You-
Like that, I think it would be cool. Like, you know how they had, like, during the matches, you could, like, walk around and almost interact. Like, I know I enjoyed shooting all the arcade machines in that one board. I think it'd be cool if you could walk
have
up to one of those
a
arcade
hidden
machines.
room. There you go.
And on
play
one of the
Hearthstone.
walls, right? And then your teammates come in and they're like, Espo, really? You're playing Hearthstone? And they can shoot the video screen and your game ends. Like,
No, you
they
can't
kill-
end the game.
No, it happens. Like, you guys get all upset because I'm playing Hearthstone instead of shooting people, and you come in and you shoot the screen, and
But
it just
your
it
whole
kills
team has to shoot the screen
Yes,
in order
yes.
for the game to end.
even the enemy team has to shoot to get you to stop. So yeah, that's what happens. But yeah, guys, I agree with Vestidius. I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, Twitch chat says that seems like a good problem to have. You know, for Blizzard, the fact that people are playing your other IPs
Right.
over another. I mean, it's like oh well, we lost 5 million people to Legion. Well, okay.
Yeah. Well, one other aspect of that, though, is in this last week, I've seen several stories of Hearthstone competitive teams shutting down. Archon, team led by Amaz. He created and built this team. They're defunct. They shut down. Well, the reason
Well, not
is
yet.
he moved to another team.
RNG,
Uh-huh.
RPG, I
Or-
forget.
yeah, something like that. And
NRG.
Energy. That's right, Energy.
Yeah.
So he moved to another team.
Yeah.
But I've been hearing of other teams that are shutting down and are
Yeah.
disbanding. And those players are now available for other teams and stuff. So I think there's this big shift that's happening in the competitive world, which if that competitive world isn't there, then that kind of starts pulling away some of the people who are interested in the game and the people who are going to get interested in the game too through the Twitch streams. However, you go to Twitch, Hearthstone is still one of the top streamed games on Twitch, and it will be for a while. So it's concerning. You see these signs
I'm
out
not
there.
concerned at all.
Okay. I just
Dude, I don't know. Like, I mean, I think Hearthstone has a great core, and I feel like like with everything, like example, Pokemon Go, it was bonkers for like a month,
that's
right? I mean, literally bonkers. And now it's calmed down a little bit. Hearthstone it still is on that bonkers side where we've got all kinds of things going on. But you do see a slight decline in the big tournaments. We always saw these giant, Seat Story Cups. Seemed like they were having a tournament twice a year.
Yeah.
You had Archon Team League. All these things going on. It seems like they're slowing down a little bit, but you couldn't expect them to last forever. Having the same people playing week after week, and people get burnt out. So I think it's just going to hit a plateau. I don't think it's going to make a dive bomb because Hearthstone's such a great game, and it's going to keep getting those newer players. I think it's going to plateau off where you've got your elite level, and they're still up there, and there's a few of those. You have your newbies and your, new players, which are going to come in and out, and then you're going to have your core, and they're going to be, the guys like us that we love playing the game. We're going to stick with the game. We may not play all the time, but, we're going to get in, 2 or 3 games a day. We're going to get in, maybe if 24 games a week. We're going to finish, in the teens in our rankings, and, we're going to enjoy the game. We love it. And that core is going to stick around. There's a lot of us out there. So there's no cause for, the apocalypse.
yeah, I'm not saying it's doom and gloom. I'm just saying
Yeah.
there just seems to be some interesting things happening. So,
Yeah, and I agree.
well, there has been some cool things since there is a tournament starting tomorrow, which you may be beyond this when you listen to this, but Firebat is hosting a tournament called Batstone. And this is kind of cool. It's actually an invite-only tournament, and it's a one-ban conquest. So players will bring 4 classes and ban one of their opponent's classes. The interesting thing, though, is they're also banning an individual card. And they're doing it by the community. The top 5 cards that receive the most votes will be banned from tournament play. So the votes have already come in. The community has voted to remove Yogg-Saron, Tuskar Totemic, the Fiery War Axe,
Wow.
Barnes is banned,
Okay.
and Call of the Wild.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
it's going to be an interesting tournament, I think, for fun, you know.
Well, let me just talk about 2 of those cards real quick.
Yep.
So, you know, I've encountered and I've seen people encounter these cards. On a competitive level, Barnes and Yogg-Saron are... it's tough. It's tough. When you're playing on a competitive level, when you drive 10 hours, when you pay, you know, for a hotel room, and you know, I mean, yeah, we're playing a card game, which is gambling, right? You're gambling. Even if you didn't put money into the tournament, you had to get there, right? You had to spend time to get there. Time is money, friends. But you know, I think playing as hard as you can, you're killing it, right? You're just doing it, and then all of a sudden you lose 3 matches in a row to Barnes bringing out Ragnaros on a coined out turn 3.
Right, yeah.
You know, you lose to Yogg-Saron throwing 3 Pyroblasts at your own face, or at the opponent's, you know, the opponent's Yogg-Saron throws 3 Pyroblasts at your face. You know, so it is kind of concerning, because, you know, those 2 cards right there, so much randomness, and you know, you put so much time, so much energy, and so much money into this game, you know, that having to lose to cards like that, it's tough.
Well, I should
know, for
also...
me-
Also should state, the players each picked a card to ban.
Yeah, and that's there we go.
Yeah,
So,
so
that makes sense.
it's only 8 players, so you have Tice, he banned Doomhammer. Strive Crow banned Darkshire Councilman. Chalky banned Ice Block. Super JJ banned Innervate. Kalento banned Fandral. Tides of Time banned Doomguard. And Ostkaka Ragnaros Firelord. The new one, not the old one. And the Nest banned Preparation, which is big against the Rogues. So it's going to be an interesting tournament, if nothing else. You may well watch the VODs afterwards, the video that's been recorded. It's going to be on Twitch. It's on twitch.tv/Firebat, if you're at all interested in that type of thing. I know we don't normally talk about competitive stuff, but this is kind of more of a fun competitive to get to see players who are really good streamers and who are out there all the time playing their games, playing against each other in a crazy format. So
you're telling me no one banned Purify?
that
I like that.
was
I like
good.
that.
I like
That
that.
was good. That was good. Someone's been paying attention, and I appreciate that. I like it.
I had Purify in my class challenge deck. It was so annoying.
What? Annoying.
Like, you
That's a great
useless
card.
card.
Nah.
Well, it's useless when you're playing against a plate.
Maybe.
It doesn't do anything.
You're
I
gonna
don't know if
silence that plate,
Yeah.
so it does nothing.
It
Yeah, you got to draw a card.
Yeah, I drew a 1/1.
Ah,
It
okay.
didn't help.
Oh,
It was so annoying. Oh.
Nah.
okay. Well, anything else you want to say on that little topic?
No, I
Okay.
need to stop as it is. I think.
Okay.
I apologize. We'll get through the news tonight, and that'll be it.
That's fine. Okay. So this week, last week actually, Ben Brode had mentioned that they were talking about some changes coming to Arena, and I think we mentioned it last week on last episode. Well, he's kind of let the cat out of the bag. Actually, he and Dean Ayala, Ixar, also commented on this on the Blizzard's forum or Blizzard's blog, that they have some upcoming Arena changes. They are going to be removing 45 class cards from the Arena drafts. So these
Wow.
cards will not show up in Arena drafts anymore after the update, which I think went live today.
Huh.
So I kind of thought we'd go through this list and just kind of talk about each selection. Yeah, there's 45, but we're gonna do them in a quick order. Don't worry.
Okay.
I won't
okay.
let you talk too long.
Don't let me talk. Don't let me talk.
Okay. Well, we'll do the simple one first.
Okay.
Paladin. No cards. Changed. It's all. They're all staying.
Now here's how I feel about that. So Paladin, you got a class that I'm kidding. I kid.
It's interesting because a lot of people were saying, "What? Does that make any sense?" Because Paladin tends to be one of the top classes in Arena for many different reasons. But they apparently felt that there were no changes that needed to be made after all the other changes that are made. So, let me state this. I think one of the biggest reasons Blizzard is doing this, and once you hear some of the cards they're removing, you'll understand. They're pulling cards out that really don't do well for some of these classes in an Arena format. And by removing these cards out of that format, it leaves you with the chance of pulling a card that's going to help you in Arena. Much better. You're not going to get that Purify card in Arena that's going to mess up your entire world, especially when you get 4 of them or whatever. Just
Well, you don't have to pick it. You have 2 other choices.
yeah. But what if the other choices are worse than that? So
Is that possible?
Right.
not really.
Wisp
So, okay.
and a wisp.
So Paladin, there's no changes. Just get that out of the way. The rest of them, every single one of them has some changes. Mage. First one was Forgotten Torch. Snowchugger and Faceless Summoner are all being removed. So,
Okay.
pretty much, that's it. No thoughts?
No, I'm gonna try to. I'm just gonna let you go. I just go, because I don't. We're almost at an hour. I want to keep it.
Oh, we got
keeled.
time.
Ah,
Yeah,
Just
that's it
one
till we
word
get the
comment.
hunter.
Do one word comment, Tesso.
one
Yeah.
word comment. Okay.
We'll give you
So we're doing.
3 words.
Give me 3 words. Okay. So let me see. Forgotten Torch, Snowchugger, Faceless Summoner. R.I.P. Snowchugger. I love Snowchugger.
I know.
I know. Snowchugger was really good. I mean, in Arena, it was a great pick. I mean, he was good against weapons or
Mhm.
classes that had weapons. He was your cool little guy that actually stuck around for a little bit when you dropped him. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna miss him. But then again, I don't play Arena, so
I'm going to miss Forgotten Torch. I mean, I liked having the 3 damage and having the 6 damage card put back in your hand. I
I
would
thought
miss that.
Forgotten Torch was awesome.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean,
Now-
it wasn't, and none of these look like they're insane. Just looking over the list here, but they're decent. I mean, Forgotten Torch is good. Snowchugger's good. Never really played with Faceless Summoner much.
Well, it's a fairly new card. I mean, it came out with the previous expansion. So it's a battle cry, summon a random 3-cost minion.
Yeah.
It's just another card, but it's a random card, and I think that's part of the reason it's being pulled. Okay, well then Rogue. Rogue has the Goblin Auto Barber and Undercity Valiant being removed. I don't see the value of leaving these in the arena. I think is more the key on this one. Goblin Auto Barber is great. It gives you your weapon another attack, and it's a mech, and it's a 3/2 minion on the board for only 2. I mean, it's a decent card. Just in arena, I don't think it worked well. Because you don't have a whole lot of weapons necessarily as a rogue.
Well, I mean, your hero power is. I mean, I thought,
Yeah.
I liked Goblin.
I did too.
Barber. I mean, I still like him. I mean, we're acting like he's gone. He's just gone from Arena. Those of you that are maybe missed that, these are all cards that are going to be gone from Arena.
Just
They're gonna be
Arena.
gone from the game. Yeah. So I mean, Goblin Auto Barber, I liked. I actually, if I made a rogue deck and I planned on using my hero power or giving myself weapons with pirates, Goblin Auto Barber was always in my deck. I enjoyed it.
Well, Rascal in the chat says that Goblin Auto Barber was OP.
Overpowered.
That's right. Okay, Shaman. There's a few in Shaman. We have the Vitality Totem. It's the one that gives your hero 4 health at the end of your turn.
Vitality?
Yep. Did I say something different?
Vitality.
Oh, Vitality. Yeah, Vitality.
I heard vitality. My brain autocorrected.
I like that.
The Dust Devil. 3/1, Wind Fury, Overload 2. He's just, for 1. I mean, just, Totemic Might. Give your totems 2 health. Not that good for Arena. Ancestral Healing. Restore a minion to full health and give it Taunt. Dunmal Shaman. 5/4, Wind Fury, Overload. 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. And Wind Speaker, give a friendly minion Wind Fury. It's a 3/3 with a Battle Cry. So
Twitch chat brings up a good point.
Mhm.
So these changes, do you think what Blizzard is trying to do, or Team 5 is trying to do, is even out the playing field a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
So they're in Pheasant Plucka, he says Mage and Rogue were nerfed, the others were buffed. I might agree with that, because I mean, I did hear not complaints, but people kind of muttering about, oh, Mage has always been super
Always
powerful.
yeah.
Rogue is decent. So maybe they're trying to even the playing field a little bit, because like Vestidia said earlier, some of these classes, they're actually losing cards that no one would pick anyway, making better cards show up more.
Mm-hmm.
So, giving you a better chance at gaining good cards with that class. So, that could be exactly what's going on. That could be part of the reason that they're doing this.
Honestly, looking down this list as I was putting this together, I didn't see any cards that I really went, oh man, I'm gonna miss that card. Well, there was 1 or 2 here and there, but not major.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the Shaman cards. So let's Warlock. Warlock has even more. The Anima Golem. I never played this even outside of Arena much. It's a 9/9 that at the end of your turn, destroy this minion if it's your only one. It's a big beast, but
It's a big robot.
yeah, it's a big robot, but it's if you don't have a bunch of minions on the board, damn. Sacrificial Pact. That one's destroy a demon. You're stuck with destroying your own demons or destroying your opponents, and your opponent usually didn't have demons that much. So, Curse of Rafam was one I thought I'd miss a little bit. Give your opponent a curse card, and then while they hold it, they take 2 damage. I kind of like that because it interrupts their game flow. But again, that was more of a crafted deck that I was using it in. Sense Demons, put 2 random demons from your deck into your hand. That's gone in Arena. Void Crusher. To inspire, destroy a random minion for each player. It's a 5/4 demon. Reliquary Seeker. A 1/1/1 battle cry. If you have 6 other minions, gain +4/+4. This is gone because of the ability. You don't really have the ability to pick cards that's going to really increase the number of minions you can play on the board. You can't really build a deck around this one. So having the randomness in Arena really makes this difficult to play with. And in Succubus is a 4/3 demon, battle cry, discard a random card. I think the whole discard part of it was annoying for Arena, so something you didn't necessarily want to play. And
Well, the whole discard thing, it works well when you have an instructed deck.
That reminds me.
Okay.
This week I created a discard Warlock, deck.
Cool.
and it actually works. I
Good
know
deal,
it sounds crazy,
Doesn't sound crazy at all.
but I played that, and it totally throws your opponent off.
Good deal.
Because you're throwing cards out left and right, and you're discarding cards, and they're like, what are you doing? And then next thing you know, you've got a board full of stuff that they're like, whoa, where did that come from? And it's kind of cool.
Is it because you're like summoning stuff back?
Some of your cards will, when you discard a card, it will do damage to your opponent. It will, there's one, the dishes will, if you have it in your hand, if it gets discarded, it actually summons it. So it really just throws it straight on the board instead.
Yeah, Silver Golem 3/3.
Yep. And then there's other cards that get stronger the more you discard. And so all these combinations together and having cards that discard makes it quite interesting. So
Nice.
sorry, it was so I totally forgot I was going to mention that. Okay, going into the Druid, we have Savagery. Deal damage equal to your hero's attack to a minion. You're not building up attack much with a druid in arena. Poison Seeds, destroy all minions, summon 2/2 treants to replace them. Soul of the Forest, give your minions Death Rattle, summon a 2/2 treant. Mark of Nature, give a minion +4 attack, +4 health, and taunt. Tree of Life, restore all characters to full health. And Astral Communion, give 10 mana crystals, gain 10 mana crystals, discard your hand. So I think you can see on those that they just were not cards that matched up in Arena. And if you had those as options, you would be like, can I get a better card? I mean,
Yeah.
Tree of Life is, you don't want to heal your opponent up to full health in Arena. Because that's what that would do, so.
Yeah. So I think a few of us hit it on the head then when we were saying, that some of these classes, getting buffs, because in the way of getting rid of cards that we don't want to see show up as a choice.
Right.
We'd rather see better cards. So there you go, Druid. Congratulations.
Okay, Warrior. Warsong Commander. Charge minions have +1 attack. You can't really control how many charge minions you get. Bolster. Give your taunt minions +2/+2. You can't control how many taunt minions you get other than picking them in the draw. Charge. Give your friendly minion a +2 attack and charge. Oh, but that would work with Warsong Commander. Maybe. Bouncing Blade. I love this card. It's so much fun.
It is.
But it's not that great in Arena at times.
True.
Axe Flinger. Whenever this minion takes damage, deal 2 damage to the opponent enemy hero. But that works great with Bouncing Blade.
It does.
Especially considering he has 5 health. Rampage. Give damage to minion +3/+3. And Ogre Warmaul is a weapon that has a 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. So, yeah, Warsong Commander used to be so good. It's kind of lost its luster.
Just a little bit when they changed it.
Yeah, so I can see why some of these are gone. Makes perfect sense to me.
Yep.
I'm going to skip to Priest and end on a high note. Priest, Mind Blast. Deal 5 damage to enemy hero. Shadow Bomber. Battle Cry. Deal 3 damage to each hero. Lightwell. At the start of your turn, restore 3 health to a damaged friendly character. Power Word Glory. Choose a minion whenever it attacks. Restore 4 health to your hero. Confuse. Swapping the attack and health of all minions.
Ah.
Yeah. Convert. Put a copy of an enemy minion in your hand. And Inner Fire. Change a minion's attack to be equal to its health. I'm kind of surprised that one ended up in the pack because we use that a lot as a priest. And
Well, in Arena though,
In
when you're building a deck, when you're constructing it,
yep,
then Inner Fire tends to work a little bit better. Whereas in Arena, you're kind of like, do I pick Inner Fire and hope that I get some minions that it'll work with?
Yep.
It's kind of iffy. So yeah, I think it looks like this is a buff for Priest. The
Mhm.
cards again, the cards that we don't want to see, they're getting taken out. That way we see the cards that we want to pick. So
okay. Then the last class we're gonna look at is Hunter. Hunter.
yeah,
Starving Buzzard, gone. Whenever you summon a beast, draw a card.
interesting.
Call Pet, draw a card. If it's a beast, it costs 4 less. Not good for Arena.
Yeah.
Timberwolf, your other beasts have +1 attack. Not good for Arena because you may not have a whole lot of beasts.
I never.
Oh, and he's a 1/1/1.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cobra Shot, deal 3 damage to a minion and the enemy hero. But it's a 5 cost. Lock and Load, every time you cast a spell on this turn, add a random Hunter card to your hand. This is a fun card, not for Arena, because how many spells are you going to get?
Yeah, it's tough.
Dart Trap, a secret. After an opposing hero power is used, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. It's, again, necessary something else to happen to make this work.
Yeah.
Same with Snipe. After your opponent plays a minion, deal 4 damage to it.
Well, that's such a fun card, though.
Yeah, it's true.
I would have kept that.
So I'm sure Blizzard did some testing with these being pulled and maybe saw some really good progress, but they have stated in this update that they're looking to develop some additional solutions to balance Arena. And one of the things we're looking at is adjusting the rate that individual cards show up in your draft depending on a designer input value. And so if they go down that route, then they still have to decide the best way to go about using the tool to get everything balanced based on the 9 classes. But they want to still continue to refine this. And they're looking for feedback. And if you have any input after you play with this for a little bit, make sure you post on Blizzard's forum. Post on Reddit. They read that all the time. And get the feedback, because there's a lot of things happening here in Arena that's going to really change things, I think, for the better in general, because this will give me that many less opportunities to pick the wrong card, like I normally do. So,
Well, it helps if you read them.
I accidentally just read to the bottom of the show notes.
Okay.
And read what you guys are doing next week.
Oh no! Oh no! You're gonna.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay. So, anyways, that's the changes coming to Arena, and I believe they went live today. I don't know 100%, honestly. So, coming soon to a Hearthstone tavern near you.
I like this change. I approve. I don't play Arena much, but I'm sure the people that play Arena they would know better than me. But I think it's pretty cool that they're trying to balance the classes out. That way, when you choose one of your, you get 3 choices. What hero will you play? And if Mage was one, you just basically didn't even look at the other ones. It was a snap pick. Unless you're playing with your friends and you're like, all right, guys, we're gonna try to win with Priest, and then you just pick Arena until you get a Priest, and then But other than that, you're snap picking Mage every time. So now maybe these other classes will get a little bit of a boost and a little bit of a buff, and you'll be able to see some more win percentages.
I have to admit, I did play 2 Arena matches this week, just to kind of play with it again, and had 1 win. I'm lousy at Arena. I really am. And hopefully this will change that. But then again, I didn't pick Mage. I had a Rogue one time, and I had... what was the other one I chose? I think it was Warlock.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to play some more Arena just to try and figure out what I can do to make it work. So, cool.
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna play some more Hearthstone in general and see if I can.
Yeah, you should do that. Okay, Espo.
Yeah. Well, this week Vastidius had to let me know what was going on in the brawl because I had a little bit going on in the real world and didn't get to play it. But I didn't miss much because it is the Cart Crash at the Crossroads. It was a repeat this week where you pick a class when you start, and then you pick another one. Your first class that you pick, you'll get 19 cards, and the second gets 11 cards. Of course, they're all at random. And Vastidius, is it correct to say that they're from the collection, not your collection?
It is from a random collection.
So it could be your collection, could be my collection, could be Blizzard's collection.
Every card.
Okay, there we go. That's what I was going for. So this is good for new players because you get a chance to play with cards that you don't have in your collection. So if you are a new player, next time you see Cart Crash at the Crossroads, go in there, play some, and enjoy because you'll get to see cards that are not in your collection. So there you go.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, this week, that's pretty much it. We'll stop there because of Espo talking so much. And yeah, right.
Blame me.
That show halfway
Well,
through.
let's not stop yet because
That's true.
we have to have iTunes reviews. How many do we have?
None.
Whoa. All right. If you guys are in Twitch chat right now, do me a favor. Get on iTunes, and I believe you can now do it without downloading iTunes. Is that right?
I don't know.
I think you can do it either from your phone or...
You can do it on iTunes. You can do it on Google Play, Podcasts. All the links are on our page. So if you want to go to any of those, you can do it through those.
Please, please, please. I'm tired of seeing zeros in the show notes. So I appreciate it, guys. You go in there, give us an iTunes review. It definitely helps us out a lot and makes me smile.
No emails yet. But we did get a Twitter tweet I put in there for us.
Yeah, I saw that. So Cold Run says, at LOTI Podcast, the hopes of Squishy Dragon
may have been answered. And it says, it has a link, and it says, this is a link to the Blizzard store with a bunch of plushies at 15% off.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
now I
and
just need a paycheck 15% extra.
so yeah, if you use the code WHPlush15, you get 15% off from the Blizzard Gear store.
Nice.
Yep.
Just tell your employers, just say, hey, listen, the plushies are 15% off. Just give me a couple extra bucks this week, and there you go. It happens.
Bribery. Slip them
Right.
$5 for the beginner's pack.
Hey, the school board okayed a extra $1,000 for us last night.
Ooh, there you go.
So
Buy
we
everybody
get like
plushies.
we'll get like $619, which is great. I'm not complaining. But that'll of course go straight back into my classroom.
Yep.
I spent $65 just tonight on my classroom. But Facebook shout out, right?
Yep.
How about this guy?
Crazy.
So Tom, one of our patrons, he finally unlocked all the golden basic cards. Now you guys have heard me talk about this before, where it's one of those stepping stones. Not all of us are going for legend. Not all of us can get all golden heroes, which takes 500 ranked wins with each class. But one of the things we can get just by grinding with friends, by playing games, you can get a golden set, a golden basic set, which is what Tom did. So gaining levels up to level 60, each level gets you golden cards. Well, it gets you the first set of basic cards, and then of course after level 10, then you start getting other cards, and you basically get the basic collection all in gold, which is really cool. So all the cards without the little stone in the middle, so you've got the common stone, you have the rare stone, you have the epic stone, and then the legendary stone in the middle of your card. The ones without a stone in the middle, those are considered basic cards that you get for free. Well, the golden ones are also free. You don't have to open those up in packs. Well, you can't open them up in a pack. You actually gain those through leveling your heroes just by playing the game with friends, not in ranked and casual. I mean, you could get it in ranked too. Anytime you play that hero, you're going to get a little bit of experience, and once you get to level 60, all the basic cards are unlocked for that class, the golden basic cards.
Mm-hmm.
And he has all 9 of his heroes are level 60, which means that every one of the basic cards that have the don't have the little stone in the middle, they're all golden. So that's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
So huge shout out to him, because that's cool. That's one of those little stepping. They're not little. It's a pretty big stepping.
Hey,
stone.
I don't have it done yet.
Yeah, I think I have. I'm 5 of my heroes, maybe 6 are level 60. So,
Yeah, I got a good
You're
chunk of
getting
that,
and I only have 3 that are golden. So, I guess I shouldn't say only. Yeah. How casual is casual?
but
So, yeah, and then this next.
yeah, next
So-
week, Espo's going out of town, so
Yeah.
Yay! I mean, oh.
so just a word of warning, we're gonna go off the beaten path normally that we go down, and
It's gonna be an Overwatch takeover.
it's gonna be an Overwatch takeover.
Yeah.
So next week we're gonna do a loot box episode. So,
So
if
is
you-
this is loot box number 3, right?
yeah, it'd be number 3.
Hey, look at you guys.
So we're gonna ask a few people to come join us. So it's gonna be hopefully a good party.
Oh my, nice party.
Bye.
You know what? I bet either Rez or Zero or somebody might step in.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I'm not taking Rez with me as much as I want to take him with me.
Well, I also want to take a moment to do a shout out to all our patrons. You guys have been awesome supporting us throughout the year and more that we've been doing this. And without you guys, we can't do what we're doing to the extent of what we're doing. I mean, yeah, we can record episodes, whatever, and do that, but there's more to it, and your support helps us get all that done. And so I just want to mention quite a few people real quick, a little batch, because it's been a little while since we actually have done this, and I wanted to make sure we did this. So Alan W., Nick L., Jeff K., Joseph S., David B., Dean W., Millie Way, Cheetak H., Tungdill, Michael, Timothy M., Mike H., Victor W., Brandon T., and Brandon Y. You know who you are, and we thank you very much for your support. You've been with us for a long time, each of you, and it's just been so thankful to have your support. So thanks, guys, again, from the bottom of our hearts.
Definitely. Thank you so much. I mean, it's huge. You guys have been helping us out a lot and supporting us, and it's incredible. And I want to say, just about every one of you guys, I've seen you post on our Facebook page, which is super cool and super helpful too. So thank you so much, guys.
And don't forget, if you're wanting to check out the poster Squishy created for our BlizzCon fundraiser, you can do so at legendoftheinnkeeper.com/shop, S-H-O-P. And there's 2 out there. You get to choose whichever one you like, and we will ship it anywhere, one way or the other. So check it out. So that does it this week. Thanks again, Espo. Have a good little trip.
Have a fun time.
It'll be a vacation. We're gonna have some fun.
That's
So
good.
I'll have to let you guys know about it. I won't be driving. I'm not allowed to drive on this vacation because apparently I drive too slow.
What?
Yeah. So have you guys ridden with me before?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I drive really slow. Like I drive the speed limit. So I often get in trouble for that.
We're in North Carolina, so yeah, I can see how the speed limit would be too slow out there.
Yeah. So I take my time. No accidents means cheap insurance. And no speeding tickets mean shit. And I like cheap insurance.
Well,
So
I know why
yeah.
you're doing this. This is so you can play Hearthstone the entire way.
dude. Well, so what I've done is I got all the small electronics in my house. I got one of my old iPhones. I have a tablet, and I have my school's iPad, and I have my iPhone all ready to go, updated with Hearthstone. Dude, trust me.
You're going to set up a Wi-Fi access point in the car, and you're going to play Hearthstone on the iPad, right?
There's no doubt about that. There is
It's
no
going to be
doubt.
charged, plugged in the entire way.
It's gonna
If
happen.
one dies, he just picks up the next thing.
Dude, I got a bag full of electronics, and all of them are updated with Hearthstone. So it doesn't matter how I play, it's gonna happen. So yeah, you might see me with Golden Heroes. So
You'll have to get some Pokemon.
or not Golden Heroes, but Golden Basic cards. So yeah.
Well, have a good
Pokemon,
trip,
yeah.
and we'll be talking about Overwatch next week. So
Yeah,
join us if you dare.
you might see me. Good job, team.
Okay. Done.
Good job, guys.
Okay, for anyone who wants to, I will be on Overwatch after this.
No, you're kidding.
No, I'm still going on Overwatch. I already posted on Facebook.
Gee,
Go on Overwatch. I need my Overwatch fix tonight, and I've been wanting to play with fun people.
If I was good like you, I would want to play too.
Ah!
I am horrible.
Hey, if you play more, you'll get better.
But I'd have to play. Like I don't have time to play anything.
Now's your chance, Espo.
Well, Espo,
I got work to do.
Blizzard actually came out and talked about the top 3 classes that get play of the game in Overwatch.
Yeah.
And they have the quick plays and the competitive. But the number 1 quick play character is Bastion.
Oh yeah, because it's just like you sit down and shoot and win.
Bastion.
I think Bastion's like the face hunter of Overwatch.
Something
Yeah.
like that. He always gets played of the game, and people are like, "Oh, look, it's Bastion."
Yeah.
Yeah. I have been seeing so many Mercies get played of the game. I still can't get played of the game as Mercy.
They changed some things.
Did they? Because I think they rigged it so I never get played of the game anymore.
In competitive, it's happening all the time with Mercy.
Interesting.
They're getting it like 75% of the time.
Well, that's not good either.
However, Blizzard, they just changed how it works, and Mercy's no longer going to be showing up all the time just for rezzing.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, but do an epic res like Semi Normor says, and it's almost guaranteed.
I mean, I've had a 3-man res, and someone else will still get it. And I've seen people do a 2-res and heal somebody and get play of the game as Mercy. I'm like, are you kidding me? No, that's not how it works. Apparently that's how it works now. Grumble, grumble.
All right. Well, I tell you what. I am going to probably finish up some quests in the Hearthstone. Because now that I've talked about it, I want to play it really bad.
Yeah.
Even though it's only 9:20 right now, so 4 o'clock comes so fast.
That's true. I have to get up at 5:30, and
Yeah.
I don't even see how you do it.
Well, I gotta get up and work. It's my only time to work out. Like, that's it. And I got a race October 1st, so I don't want to be riding around like and complaining that my brakes are dragging, but really it's my butt dragging on my rear wheel.
You did see the dude doing Superman, right?
Oh yeah.
I tagged him in that one.
Yeah, that was interesting. So I saw that prior, and I was like, this is crazy. This is nuts. I do sit on my top tube, like in front of my seat, and get aerodynamic on downhills. But being a small guy, I don't really need to do that much. I still pass people just by tucking. But Superman is just, that was crazy.
That's kind of
That was crazy. Well, I mean, so if you're really into cycling, and probably most racers have really strong cores. Like, I know I do all kind of core work every morning, and so your abs, your lower abs are just rock hard. So you could handle stuff like that, but it's still tough. I mean, I'm not saying what he did was easy by any means. That was craziness. But
But you're up for the challenge, is that what you're saying?
Now, I've done it before. I was just not like him. Yeah, I've done some crazy
Video
stuff.
or
on
just
bicycles.
happiness though? Come on, next race.
Okay. Oh, next race? Oh my goodness. Well, okay. So that was a road ride.
Or you not
So what I'll do, I don't do road racing much. I do mostly mountain
Okay.
biking. But when my friends, they'll be like, "Hey, guys, well, listen, there's this, state championships are coming up. I need some help." Because on the road, you can help each other, right? You can draft. So they'll be like, "I need an aggressive rider like you to go out there and just tear people's heads off and let me follow you." So I'll be like, all right, So maybe what I'll do is next time my buddies ask me to come out and race with them, in the beginning of the race when we're kind of just all fooling around a little bit, feeling each other out, maybe I'll go off the front of the race like that.
You should totally do it.
And there's so many guys that have GoPros now that, like, whatever you do in a race, people see it. So don't act dumb in a race. Don't do anything that you don't want people to see in a race anymore, because they're recording you. So many dudes have GoPros.
That's fine.
Like, I was in a race, I want to say earlier this year, and there was a guy with one on his seat post facing backwards at me. Well, I mean, at anyone that was behind him. And I'm like, dude, like, what is, I'm like, drool coming out of my mouth. I'm like trying to ride really hard, and he's like recording me. Oh my God, this is great. Because, I mean, you're really close to people in those road races. So, I mean, my
Start
face
making
is like,
faces at him.
the lens is like right here, and I'm like,
You need to make
But
faces
just-
at him. Start talking about like Hearthstone in the middle of your race. Be like, so I saw this thing on Hearthstone the other day, and act like it's a personal
Okay.
interview.
I want to say I did hear audio in one of them. That's a good idea, Squishy. I'm going to do that. I'm like racing up to him, and I'll be like getting on his rear wheel, and I'll lean over and I'll be like, "This is a shout out to Squishy Dragon Invested. He's playing some Hearthstone."
Legend of the Innkeeper.
Like legend of the gatekeeper.
Hearthstone
Like-
kids.
Like, I'll open up I'll sit back and open up my jersey and be like,
There you go.
"Oh yeah."
That's funny.
That's crazy. So Vastity is doing some work there for Rascal. That's cool.
Yeah, there's several options in the store to add different things, and
How about this? Add an option for Espo to hand deliver it on his bike.
There you go.
If you live within 3,000 miles of me, I will go ahead and hand deliver it
Delivery costs.
on my bicycle.
That would be funny though, right? I'll just, bike messenger it over to your house. Well, you know what, CMAC. If CMAC buys one, I'll hand deliver it. So Bessie, you're in charge of that.
Yeah.
Put it on there. If you're in the Raleigh area, Espo will hand deliver the poster. Of course, you have to mail it to me first, so I can mail it. So I can hand deliver it. But I will hand deliver it on my bicycle if you're in the Raleigh area. How about that?
Why don't I live in the Raleigh area anymore? I want Espa to hand deliver my poster.
Oh, I ride past y'all's old house all the time. Well, I mean, up that area. Because we're buying our home from Clayton Homes, right up the road from where you guys are.
Oh yeah. We know it's at.
So
I know where it's at.
Yeah, and that Sheets, we stop at that Sheets all the time. The new one right there. But yeah. If anyone, can you do that, Messages? Can you put like that in one of the options? That would be super funny.
Custom delivery.
But now time might be a problem because what I'll do is if I'm running close on time, I'll go ahead and I'll drive close to their house, get on my bike and ride it the rest of the way.
There you
That
go.
way, because I'm sure if someone lives like too far away, then I mean I could ride 20 miles, 25 miles an hour, but with traffic and everything, and depending on where you live, it may take me quite a while if I get hit by a car. So yeah. Gaining consciousness after getting hit by a car and then having to go get checked out, and it might take a while. So I might drive close to your house and then get on my bike and ride the rest of the way, But some people might not want me riding up their sidewalk to their house and ringing the doorbell in my cycling gear. I might have to get a Legend of the Innkeeper cycling kit. Right?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Spray paint a Hearthstone symbol on top of my helmet.
There you go. Yeah. Or get like one of those covers for the helmet that's like all gray and little Hearthstone symbols on the side. So it looks like a Hearthstone.
They have those, yeah. In the wintertime, people wear those.
You should get one of those covers that has it has the bird plushie attached to it.
Like Bastion, are you saying?
What's that bird for World of Warcraft that you had to go find it? I didn't do it at the time because I was not playing.
Bird.
It was that plushie that they sold. That was chat room. We get in a second here.
The only dumb bird I can think of is a stupid Pidgey.
No,
I was thinking Ganymede for Overwatch.
Of course you were.
it was the bird that was. You'd find it. There was a quest, and you go around and find this bird in World of Warcraft, and yeah, you eventually get it as a pet.
There's the robot chicken that
Nope.
you had.
Nope.
You had a couple of different quests with.
Go on, chat room. You can help me here.
A bird. I don't know, dude. Oh my goodness. I've played everything. I mean, I think there's only a few dungeons and a few raids I've never been in.
It was in the last year.
So in Pandaria?
No, it was after that. It was
Oh,
in
Warlords of
Warlords.
Draenor.
Yeah, but it wasn't in with Warlords. It was kind of a separate thing, though.
I don't know. You didn't know.
Pepe.
Huh?
The
Pep-
Pew?
Pepe. Pepe.
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe.
That sounds kind of silly.
It's the Pepe plush. It's in chat. I just posted it.
Oh, good. I want to see.
I don't know. Just hang on, guys.
Oh.
I found Pepe, and it was a plush friend that you. There was a quest in the game.
No. That's absurd.
Oh, I do like the Legion shirt. I like the Legion shirt.
This was shopping now.
Wow, everybody is doing
I've-
the Facebook.
I would not know what Legion the symbol is from. If I saw that, I'd be like, no idea.
Legion. It's good stuff. Yeah. What is going on? Who's this guy?
Why is this guy doing this?
What?
Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with us on Twitch. I'm gonna shut us down because we're gonna go play some Overwatch.
Yeah, join us.
You guys need to do that.
Okay, thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later. And yeah,
Later, guys.
Raz, send me your email, your mailing address, and I'll check it out and see if I can figure out shipping. So, thanks, guys. See you later.
Bye bye. Good job, team.